Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
Yo, what's going on? This is Mr. Fluent, uh, owner, founder, CEO of Fluent Radio, Boss Fluent Entertainment, all these different. I wear a few hats.
Okay, for sure. Definitely a lot of hats. Got a closet full of hats. Before we get into Fluent, man, where you from? Where you grew up?
I was born in Mississippi. Grew up here. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Is
yeah.
What was the transition? A culture shock? Was it
It wasn't because I don't know. Because it feels like I was born in Mississippi, but I've been here all my life, so it really wasn't. I have the best of both worlds, southern and up north. So I got the best of both worlds. So
and any going back or completely
I
detached?
actually it wasn't necessarily Mississippi. I had lived in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, for like 15 years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Was it like it is now? Like with all the shootings and,
Nah,
and the
nah.
gangs and stuff?
Jacksonville. See, they don't have gangs and stuff down there like where we got here. They ain't got GDs down there. You ain't got Mo's. You ain't got none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own type of,
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's kind of corny to me, but whatever. Because
Yeah.
I'm so used to
Mm-hmm.
Latin Kings, Mo. I'm used to that part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For sure. But like the young dudes out there, they going crazy.
a little bit.
Yeah, they killing people left and right.
Yeah.
They trying to one of the young guys, Fulio down there. He's from Jacksonville.
Yeah, man.
Got killed.
Yeah, they're trying to come up there and they're trying to do stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure. So bouncing around between these states and coming up, man. What was your aspirations coming up? Like, what was you getting into? Was you inspired to be coming up?
Well, when I first started, entertainment has always been my thing. Entertainment, movies, music, that's always been my thing because I used to be a choreographer, dancing in dance studios, doing competitions, wham. And then I've always, like I said, had a toe in entertainment, wanting to entertain stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to tell my ex all the time because she always had an opinion. I said, "Man, you need you a TV show as much as you be just talking shit." And she never really. And I was like, "Man, I be talking shit too."
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been there. So right then and there, I started making a screenplay
Mm-hmm.
about just that relationship. And it's this screen right was like it's like 10 years in the making. Writing down fights,
That's how long you was writing it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
everything. But as long as the relationship was going, that's how long. Some days I missed some days, but I was writing about the relationship and how
Right.
volatile it was, toxic, the whole nine.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith and that mother.
I'm trying to tell you, Joe, and I finally finished it, and well, we gonna get into that, but yeah, I finally finished it. And by the time I finished it, that's when we had broke up, when I separated ways.
Mm.
So
So when you say you always, you know what I'm saying, knew that you would be doing something in entertainment, what did you see, you know what I'm saying, early on that gave you that interest?
well, first it was just dancing, because they wasn't doing the footworking and all that stuff. They wasn't doing it down there. So
Breaking.
when I started doing the footworking,
Oh, you took it down there?
they wouldn't. They didn't know what it was until they seen that Missy video and they were footworking.
Mhm.
Then I started doing it. Oh shit!
Mhm.
So they don't know nothing about that down there.
For real? So when you come with it, was that strategically or was it just like that's the only way I know how to dance and I'm
It was strategically because I always knew how to dance.
Mm.
Because from footworking came crumping, clowning, and all this other stuff, and doing 8 counts and all the other stuff. That was easy. That part was easy. It was just trying to teach people how to do it. It's like in you, like it's just in you. It's not on you. It's in you.
For
So-
sure. So you coming up, man, you dancing, you know what I'm saying? And what else are you getting into? Is it just dancing as far as the entertainment go at this point?
Music is my thing. Like I could tell you if a song's going to be good by the first melody. I could tell you if it's going to be a good song.
Mm-hmm. So was you recording your own music? Was you
No.
writing? Was you?
I'm more of a producer.
Mhm.
I'm more the behind the scenes, like drop that, put this in here.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in. I'm that guy. Like not so like I say, yeah, manager, producer slash whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And were you doing this for any acts? Were you know what I'm saying?
No.
Did you? Mm,
I was just really good with music. It's always been like R&B stuff like that. I've just always been good. Just knowing what's good, my very first song R&B song I heard was the LL Cool J I Need Love. When I'm in the rooms,
yeah,
my
classic. Mm-hmm.
first one I heard.
Mm-hmm.
That then from there I heard Jackie Wilson higher and higher, and then that led to Smokey Robinson Cruising and so on and so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And my palette goes from hard rock all the way to neo soul. So yeah,
Now you mentioned your ex. You know what I'm saying had a lot to say. What was the rest of your support system like? You know what I'm saying coming up. You know what I'm saying.
they didn't even like her.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard because they didn't like her, but I was with her. So I gotta like protect you, but then it's my family and
Mm-hmm.
my support system has always been like, oh, this nigga just got another crazy idea.
Mm-hmm. I can
Right.
relate. I can relate.
This nigga just got another crazy idea. You know that oh he got his little dancing thing. You get that little word.
Mm-hmm.
He got his little, and I never really took it like to heart. I never it's just whatever. I'm gonna do me, right? So yeah. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. I definitely understand. I definitely heard that before. So you know what I'm saying. What talk to me about your first venture into entertainment outside of the dancing. You know what I'm saying. Like, what was your first? You know what I'm saying. Investment. You know what I'm saying. First thing you put a name on it. What was that?
It was my very, 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 very first thing was when I moved back here. When I moved back here, I got a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
First, I was inspired to get a radio show by Scoop and Cache, and shout out to them. And my very first investment was, remember that movie You Got Served?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that choreographed that.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him, we start like conversating about an interview and stuff like that. And I paid for his trip. I paid for his trip. I paid for his hotel room, like the whole nine. That was my very first investment
Mm-hmm.
into what I want to do going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And he hadn't hung out with my family in the whole nine. And his name was Shane Sparks. That was my first interview.
Mm-hmm. Before that, what kind of background in radio did you have? Or
None.
what? And you mentioned what made you want to get into it. So like that's step one. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. What's step two? You know what I'm saying. Getting the information, the equipment you need, where to go, the people to talk to. Where do you get that information from?
So my very first venture into it was, like I said, shout out to Cash and Scoop, was seeing them do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you have to sit back. It's like the drug game. You got to sit back and look at what sells and what don't sell, right? So when I first got into it, it was like, what can I do that everybody else ain't doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because around that time, I don't know if you know who Ether is.
Oh, I'm not
Corey Ether.
familiar. Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Corey
Yeah,
Ether.
I heard him.
He was doing radio, or he had just finished doing radio. Cache, Felice. Shout out to all of them because
Felice.
shout out to
Felice.
all of them. And they were doing radio and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I can do this. So me and Corey Ether had, before I started even doing it, Corey goes, this is one of the like dopest conversations we had. He was like, yo, he was like, yeah, doing this radio. So he says it's getting very saturated. And me just getting into it, I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm not into it. He has already been doing it for years already.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, it's getting very saturated, man. He said, I got to bounce to do something else. And he came up with, he had the 290 studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got in there, and there was like no one taught me anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned from what everybody else is not doing. It's like a marriage. I don't want my marriage to be like my mom's. I don't want it to be like my father's, my aunties. I want to take something a little bit from everything and make my own marriage, right? If no one would give me nothing, nothing. They wouldn't give me interviews. They wouldn't tell me shit. Nothing.
Facts.
Okay. So you take that as motivation.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I want to apologize now for the next 45 minutes of what I'm about to say to everybody. It's because this is what Kyrie Williams said. Like this show is going to be the reckoning. I am going
Yeah.
to put names in there. I am going to tell you what it is and what it ain't. And because I'm gonna tell you the reason why we need gatekeepers.
Well, I ain't never heard nobody say that ever.
I'm gonna tell you why. Why
Mm-hmm.
we need it. If I told you how many bridges people burn with me, you wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I believe it. People burn bridges with me. I believe
You see the way I move on Facebook. You see the way I move. I'm very strategic on who I work with. I don't work with everybody. I don't work with everybody. It's because people disappoint you. People disappoint you. There are niggas right now that owe me money. I could have easily took them to court and got it, but it would have cost me more time, and time is more valuable than currency right now, right? That's my currency is time and wasting it. That's my currency, right? A lot of the reason why we need gatekeepers is because back in the day, hip hop had gatekeepers. Everybody couldn't do it, and then Vanilla Ice came along. Oh, we can let him in. He looks cool because he's with these people. And then first it was the Beastie Boys, and Beastie Boys was just a part of all that shit because of Def Jam, right? And then it was like I said, Vanilla Ice, then Eminem, and the gates are open, right? We need gatekeepers to keep the bullshit out. That's why everybody think they can half these niggas don't even know the difference between regular or radio show or a podcast. They don't even know the difference. You have a whole radio show and you think it's a podcast, and you have a podcast to get it's a radio show. No. Nah.
What is your opinion on on your peers? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? You rattled off a handful of them. What is your opinion on your peers in the industry that you are a part of? You know what I'm saying?
I would say a lot of the people that there are only a few. There are only a few that I actually still conversate with every now and then, or whatever the case is. Because I don't really go to many events no more. It's because it's the same old niggas at the same old events.
Yeah, I feel you gotta pay me. That's how I feel it. I feel like
You gotta pay me.
gonna bring you on to my new more podcasts. Just like y'all pay Chicago Wave and all of them to come out, y'all gotta pay me. It's cool. It's cool. If I ain't got shit else to do and I want to come have a drink, I probably slide. But for me to come set up and all that, you gotta pay me.
Like you could literally be just doing nothing, just chilling and dusting your keyboard and getting all the dust and shit out of it, and now I'm busy type shit, right? We used to go to everybody's shit.
I did.
We
too.
used to go everybody's shit, and then I looked at my wife and I said, "No, we go stop doing this." And then I like to read a lot. I like to read a lot. I like to listen to a lot of audio books, things like that. And I was reading something and it said, "Don't go to everybody's shit. You increase your value by not being in places versus being in every place. You increase your value because now if someone knows that something's coming up, oh, that person's gonna be there. That's just like saying, oh man, they're gonna have water there. They're gonna have drinks there. Then no one's gonna care. So me and my wife, I swear, this past weekend was the first time that we went out to anywhere since the last Chicago Awards show. The last one, not this past one. The last one. We stopped going because the same old niggas in the same old place doing the same old thing. Wham. What in the hell am I gonna learn from you? And I just seen you 2 months ago.
let's talk about the reward shows for a second.
Okay.
Do you feel like do you not go because you feel like it is not legit?
Hmm.
Do you feel like you will go if you was on the ticket where you feel like you was supposed to be? Like, what's the feelings on the award shows?
Well, every year we've been on a ticket. Every year we've been on a ticket, and people have won whatever the case is. It's like I can't really shit on that award show. I've never been to the Illy Awards. I'm like some of these awards are just coming up, but I will say something. Okay, so I like I said, I can't speak on the Chicago Awards. I can't speak on that with what's his name, Two Official, and all.
312.
Yeah, 3-1. I can't speak on that award show, and I can't speak on the Ellie Awards.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, and I never told the story.
Them the only two I ever been to. I went to Illy's last year and I went to 312 this year.
I went to 312 last year, so I was gonna shoot a movie. I was gonna shoot a movie. Had a cast about 15, 16 people, right? 15 to 16 people, and I considered them family. I considered everybody that was family. And if anyone hears this, this is directed to some of you, not all of you. This is directed to some of you. Those that it's directed to, they know exactly who the hell you are. So everyone came, and I had the script. That script I told you I was right. That's the script.
The 10-year script.
That's the script. Gave to everybody whatever. Ooh, I said, y'all, this is the plan. I said because I want to make sure everybody get paid, everybody get money. Like we can do some shit because I already had people lined up. I had AMC ready to show the movie in AMC theaters whole weekend. We would have made money, right? I had one nigga came by, and it was 15 people, but there was one nigga that was there for very specific reasons. So I said, yo, this is what we gonna do with this, y'all. I said I have a magazine, a dope magazine that's gonna come out. I said we gonna dedicate a whole magazine to just this, the behind the scenes, the whole nine. I said what we also gonna do. I said we're gonna create an award show. We're gonna create a award show that and I'm breaking it down like a fraction. Tell me why. Tell me why. After I fired everybody ass, like I said, it's not directed to everybody. But after I fired everybody ass, tell me why this individual goes and makes an award show. Just like I explained it. And I'll tell you the nigga name. You know Born Rich, Patrick?
I know
Him.
Born Rich.
Him.
He got a magazine too, don't he? What? I know.
Him.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
He
it.
didn't have a magazine before.
I seen it around.
He didn't have a magazine before, bro. He didn't have one.
So he was a cast a member
In
of
the
cast.
movie, and then we got rid of him, and then 2 months later, oh, I'm coming out with a magazine. I got a movie coming out, and I'm gonna do a award show. I shit you not.
Is it the Forever Grateful? Was that?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that.
and that's cool because sometimes we can both make ramen noodles, and they both go taste different, right?
Right. Yeah. For sure. Facts.
This is my gripe, and this is my thing with Chicago. Niggas here ain't creative at all.
Facts. For sure. And they scared to be like it's not cool to be creative, and especially where I'm from. Like,
Like I come in this mug right now, and I was like, and I'm looking at your setup, and I'm like, this nigga's creative, and this is before we start working together. Before I seen this, before I seen your studio, we start working together. But that's just based on faith, and that's based off of your consistency. I said, man, this man's consistent. I said, yeah. I said, I want to work with him. Yeah, I want to work with him. And I'm gonna see what he say.
let me ask you this. Now, kind of a little while ago, you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, about people not being right, you know what I'm saying? And from what you just said, it seems like you have a good judge of character. So how do you find yourself in cahoots with these people, you know what I'm saying, that for whatever reason, the situations don't work out? Yeah.
Because I'm doing something for, like, it's one of those things where I'm doing something more, something I'm very pure hearted about what I'm doing. So I already know God got me because it's coming from a pure place.
It is because the way we connected, it was, you know what
Very
I'm saying?
pure. I ain't want nothing from
We
you.
ain't signed no paperwork or
Nothing.
nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. Because I was just kind of like, okay, because I'm going to take this on faith and of his consistency. And I ain't been wrong.
Mm.
I ain't been wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I wish we talk more, but I get it.
Yeah, we definitely got to up them more. You know what I'm saying?
I get it though.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I watch,
Mm.
bro. Like I
Yeah,
watch you, and I'm
yeah.
like,
You know,
man,
you know
busy.
what it be? It's not even that you busy, you know what I'm saying? And I do be busy, but a lot of time, like you said, like how you rattled off the names, like I was going outside every weekend,
Mhm.
meeting these people and doing deals. So it's like now it's like you really don't meet that connection till you look somebody in the eye,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Till you shake their hand, you know what I'm saying? Then it's really like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Because I knew it was one of those things to where you were busy and there's a lot of going on. Because my life is hectic too. When you really into your craft and you're really doing what you're supposed to do, it's going to be very hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
I remember us talking on the phone. And I was telling you about a certain type of deal that I have for you,
And I still remember.
and I was just, and we were. It was tag. It was,
Yeah,
or you're it,
yeah,
you're it, you're, and it was touch and go. But I understood.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I not like I was as mild as man. No.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah, it was
You know
like
what I'm
if
saying?
I could, I would. You know what I'm saying? Type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
And I understand that. I said, okay, I know he's doing this, he's doing it, da, 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 da. And I don't know how your interviews are lined up. So, and then I'm running a whole.
Right. That's
So
what I
I
said.
get
It's
it.
not even, I'm trying to get like you. I'm
Like,
producing probably like 4 or 5 other shows right now.
so I can. So only thing I can. The one thing that you did that you didn't have to promise me was to be consistent, and you've been that since we've known each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't ask for more. Anything outside of that, we'll talk about the outside of that because I'm patient as all
Yeah.
outdoors.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just attract them, and I put certain people in positions to where, man, you can win,
Mm-hmm.
and they fuck it up.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you, you know what I'm saying? As like I said, like I'm in a position now where, you know what I'm saying, I'm dropping the green screen, I'm shooting other people's shows and doing
Mhm.
other things. And you've been doing this already, you know what I'm saying, producing content and stuff like that. How do you handle that situation where it's not working? You know what I'm saying? This person's already set up every day or every week they coming in doing their thing.
Right?
How do you say this isn't working out?
You, as far as with another person,
Yeah, with the other person.
you just say it
Yeah.
because the one thing, and I'll tell you, when you start interviewing celebrities and stuff, someone told me we had there are three key interviews that we had because you're only one interview away from. I'm not even talking about viral, but from the rest of your life, you're only one interview away from that, right? And you go viral, and next you know they're paying you, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are three interviews that we had, but we only got that only really hurt, and that there was a no.
Mm-hmm.
Was Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
They said respectfully, like not right, like no. So someone said, don't take no as being no, take it as not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We ran with it. The other two interviews that we were supposed to do were Elton John and Janet Jackson, but COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
For sure. For sure. The world stopped.
the world stopped.
With doing interviews, you know what I'm saying? Not even with interviews. How do you determine when somebody bring you their intellectual property or they content they want to produce? How do you decide on, is everything just a go, like show me what you can do, or do like, nah, I don't think that's gonna work? Like what's
They come to me, and if they have a show in mind, I want to see how serious they are. And I'm not even putting you in this. You're separate. Your situation is separate. Everything is separate with you,
Mhm.
right? I go to them. They say, "Oh, my show name is this much. This is my moniker. I'm called this. Blah 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 blah." Okay, cool. All right, give me a second to think about it. We'll see if we can fit you in the schedule. Kind of da da da. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what I do. See, this is how I know a lot of niggas ain't on shit. Right?
Mhm.
what I do is I take whatever your show name or your station name or whatever it is, and I look to see if it's LLC.
Hmm.
If it's not LLC, that means to me you're not taking it serious enough.
Hmm. What about, you know what I'm saying, the people who may be like, you know what I'm saying, like they be like how you go to a job and they be like, I need 10 years of experience, but this is my first job. You know what I'm saying? How I'm supposed to get experience if I don't have a job? You know what I'm saying? So what if it's somebody who like I got an idea, I want to do this, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I never did this before. I just know I want to do it and I know I can do it. What's the conversation like then?
That conversation is everybody's on a 3 month basis.
Mm-hmm.
After 3 months, we have to see if you work for us and we work for you. If it fits.
Mm-hmm.
If it don't fit, then you gotta go. You get you 3 months.
Interviews. What's the rate for an interview? Do you charge for interviews?
Yeah, we even
Do you
charge
pay? Do
celebrities.
you pay for interviews? What is it? What's the charge versus pay? Is the guest supposed to pay, or are you supposed to charge? Is the guest supposed to charge, or are you supposed to pay? Which one is it?
All right, give people a little bit of game. Okay, so when I first started out, I was only charging $10 an interview. That $10 went to the station, so I ain't make nothing. Okay, so I started working. I got Shane Sparks, and then after Shane Sparks, I got Tony Terry, and that list just starts building. Boom, boom. So it went from $10 to $40. $10 went to the station, $30 went to me. Okay, cool. And then I just kept building. I started getting to know some of these venue managers, station managers, concert managers, all these different things. I started getting content. Like everything is it was crazy in the pandemic. Getting shit, whatever, Crazy Bone, 112, John B, everybody. And now we're at $375 to sit down with me. And we charge celebrities too.
What what are some interviews do's and don'ts, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a couple, like, or just guess do's and don'ts. Like I got a couple, you know, like one of my biggest ones is a guest like come 30 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand like being on time and all that, but 30 minutes,
Time.
this ain't a job interview, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not even be here 30 minutes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even stuck, bro. Like, do I have any pet peeves? Don't want a motherfucker to be dry.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be dry.
I got another one.
Don't be dry. You be dry. It's like, and then people just be like, say what you like. This is the year of revelations. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Oh, for sure. Please say that
Say what you
again.
mean and mean what you say.
Say that
You
again.
know what I'm saying? Stand on your shit. Stand on your business, or whatever the case is. You see, I just mentioned, oh boy, I got a whole bunch of names, motherfuckers that own some other shit. A whole bunch of them.
And I know you standing on that, but I had a guest come through. They came through, had they Cat Williams moment. Interview finna come out, and they like, can you cut this out, cut that out?
Because they probably got cool
Right.
with whoever they was.
Right, I'm no.
Oh, this all keep it all the way funky.
Keep it all. Came out April Fools. What you talking about?
Yeah, don't cut nothing out. Just keep it. Just keep it what it is. That's why I said we need gatekeepers, because some of you motherfuckers ain't on shit. Half you niggas don't even have LLCs. You don't own your name. You know how I know you don't own your name? It's because we spent about $1,500 so I could protect stuff like Mr. Fluent, Lady Fluent, Fluent Radio, where all things are fluent, the moniker, the logo, all that shit. We protected all of that shit so no one else can get it.
When doing the business side of it, where did you gain the knowledge for the business side? Google. But I'm saying Google, everything you type in the first time make the right answer. You know what I'm saying?
We had to see. We learned by fucking up.
For sure. Fact.
We learned by fucking up.
That's what I was waiting on.
My wife, she built the website that you see. My wife, she built that from the ground up. She didn't know how to build a website. You know what someone told us? This is why we stopped asking people. Someone went to us and said, hey man, there's so many different type of servers you need for a radio station, and you need this and you need that, and blah blah blah. Bullshit. All bullshit. We looked it up, figured it out. Now I control all the programming to all the stations and this and the third. I control all the programming, everything. It's bullshit. Like, people are full of shit, bro.
You say it's bullshit. You make it sound easy, but so running a radio station gotta be it gotta be tough. It
Mhm.
gotta be tough. Is Now you mentioned Lady Fluent, you know what I'm saying, through Fluent throughout the our conversation.
Mhm.
Is it just you two running the station? Is it
It
a
was it was a crew of us.
you say was?
Was past tense. It was a crew of us. Um, I had people steal from me. Uh, steal from me.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lot of things, just don't steal from me, especially when you can ask.
Equipment? Or,
Equipment, time,
for sure.
money.
For sure.
Nah, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you stay here, I'm gonna have to put hands on you. Just go.
Mm-hmm. What is your official position now? You know what I'm saying? Now that there is no team, what is your official position now or day to days as far as
It's
the station goes?
it's still the same, CEO. I'm just working. Like no one's gonna, and this is for you too. No one's gonna give a fuck about your shit more than you.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we're there producing.
Mm-hmm.
We're there producing every show that we have. I was on the phone with a meeting before I text you.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a meeting about doing concerts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, yeah. I definitely see you. You seem. That's why I want to ask. You know what I'm saying. So you produce you hands on with every show.
yeah,
Do you have to be a fan of every show to produce every show?
no,
Do you have to be engaged to produce every
no.
show?
You just
What?
have to know your job. That's it. That's it. Make sure the levels are right. Make sure ain't no static, ain't no none of that shit, and you be good.
Okay. Now, with that being said, are these just audio and video, or
It's just audio.
okay?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, are you critiquing and giving tips in any way as there? You know what I'm saying? And is that always received?
It's not always received. It's because no one acts like everybody act like they don't want to be taught nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, it's like we just linked up with Reese Money, and he has Rich Baby's radio show. Shout out to Reese. He's on vacation now, but he's gonna see this once it comes out. And
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Reese is real cool. See, I stand on business. I told Reese, I said, I want you to be at this concert that we're doing this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-day concert. Wham wham wham, just on third, and he had a really good time. He met a lot of people, got good with some good relationships. Now, I tell this with everybody: what are those relationships? Because you're gonna see them and you're gonna need them later.
For sure. With doing radio, or just give me a rundown. Can you give me a rundown of the shows that's on the radio?
Yeah. So, well, we have shows coming in and out. So we got shows coming even from Canada coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Vibing with Jay. He's on 11 to 1. That's Monday to Thursday. Yeah, actually, yeah, Monday to Thursday. Friday, I have a like a late night show, like Midnight Love type of thing. And then he's on Sunday as well. Tuesday, actually, should be a show on now. That's Love After Dark. That's the show coming in from Houston, Texas. Wednesday, we have Jay coming in. I think a Sip with Jay. That's what it's called. A Sip with Jay. My wife produces that show. And then after that show, I have Dr. Keisha. She comes in. She's like the lead lady into like human trafficking and shit. She's really a doctor and she does her thing. So she has a show, Prescribed with Dr. Keisha. And then Thursday, we have a show with Veronica. She's on Thursday. Friday, there's no shows. There's shows coming in. Ryan, shit, I forgot his name, but Ryan, he has a show with Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys. They have a show on Friday, and then I have Pastor Corey coming in on Saturday, and then Sunday we have all shows coming in to different places.
Is running a radio station, is that an all day full time job?
You just gotta know how to program.
And is it? I'm assuming it's like a radio programming is different from like computer programming.
Yeah.
When doing finding like these other shows to bring to the radio station, is it you know what I'm saying? Do you pay attention? Like I need, you know what I'm saying? Like I need a show from a doctor. I need a show from a woman, is that things that you could take into consideration, or is
Yeah,
just whatever comes in at the
we
time?
got two religious shows now. I don't need no more.
Mhm.
Um, we there's an entertainment show. We have everything that we need so far. The only thing we don't have is a sports show.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I
That's it.
want to get into. Um, do the shows that come on a station, do they have to reflect your values and beliefs?
No,
Okay.
because before every show, there's a what do you call it? A disclaimer page.
Hmm.
You know, I don't. They have 100% creativity how they want to do their show,
Hmm.
but you're not finna get on here and say I'm finna harm.
Right.
We ain't finna do all that because I'm telling
Hmm.
you. So, no, but no, I ain't finna tell nobody in real life. No, but we'll tell them you got 100% creativity as long as you ain't talking about hurting nobody. We good.
Hmm. So, back to the 10-year script, man. So you
Mm-hmm.
was working on it for 10 years.
Yeah,
You get the cast together.
yeah.
You fire the cast. One of the cast members run off with your intellectual ideas and try to duplicate it.
And it wasn't even so much the because I don't know. I think a nigga illiterate or something, but uh,
Now he got a magazine. And he illiterate.
anybody can create that. You know,
It's a picture book.
but it's one of those things to where it wasn't even the idea of what I had. It was more so the idea of what I had. It wasn't the script itself. It was the idea that I had because he wasn't even on that shit.
All right, you wasn't even doing nothing. You know what I'm
Even
saying?
on it, you just that's the problem. That's the problem right there, bro. Like I said, this concert we did this. Now that we starting to post these pictures about this concert. You see, you gotta force niggas to work.
That's one of my things. Like I had a show with one of my brothers, one of my guys. He had a raw ass idea. It was a fashion podcast called Fashion Automatics, and he didn't want to work. All you gotta do is come sit down. I record, I edit.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is come, record, and leave. That's all you gotta do. Didn't want to do it. I'm sure it broke my heart.
Yeah,
Cause it was dope. It was a dope idea, and I'm like, sure, if you just kept doing it, you would have blew up. I had big goals for you, man, but
you gotta force them to work. And even with that, bro, even with like with that being said, it's like I said, a lot of people just ain't that creative. That's the problem. You're not that creative, so then you want to try to leech off the people that are creative. Like I'm forcing niggas to work. I'm forcing all y'all to work because you see me disappear. That's because I'm sitting here and I'm watching what everybody is doing. I'm watching what everybody's doing right now. Everyone want to get on this train of let me interview this, these independent artists and this is and the third. Let me do that. It's safe. I get it. I understand. The route we chose is a route less chosen. It's a route that ain't nobody else in. It's 95% celebrities and 5% independent artists.
mm-hmm.
Like the independent artist has to be really doing some really good numbers
Mm-hmm.
for me to interview. And not to mention, then once we get over that hump of paying that $300,
Mm-hmm.
we get over that hump. Then that's what we do. It's a thin lane that we chose, but that's the lane I wanted to choose because I know it's a lane less traveled.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Niggas are afraid of the word no.
For sure, facts. and that was my thing, and that's still my thing today. Is always once I start working harder than you on your thing, then that's when I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with doing radio, you know what I'm saying? Do you pay attention to do you listen to like other radio to pay attention like what's trending or how they do this or do that, or everything strictly, you know what I'm saying, coming straight from your dome?
It's strictly from the dome. A lot of people, yeah, I remember a while back, one of my old producers that we had to get rid of. He had came up to me and said, "Hey man, this radio station is doing this, man. They doing this and they doing that. They doing this and they doing that." And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And he just kept doing it. He just kept doing it, kept doing it. And then finally he comes up to me. He goes, they're doing it. I said, let me tell you this. I don't pay attention. This is before me and you even met. I said, I don't pay attention to nobody else shit but my own.
Mm-hmm.
I one track mind. I want to pay attention to my own. This is and third. I'm just not really seeing people like that. I'm just paying attention to my own shit. I'm trying to grow it, whatever the case is. And then people start sneak dissing and shit all over the goddamn internet. Okay, now I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see, I'm not just this big ass tough guy. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big ass tough guy. You're not finna whip my ass though. I'm not this big ass tough guy. I'm none of that stuff. Whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, it's like once I seen that people start like all this sneak this stuff, then I start paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So so like
there are people that's been up here that owe
yeah.
me money.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that. There's been people that's been up here on this podcast talking all that shit, owe me money or an apology.
Uh, that's
I say it like that. Shit.
so. When you see things like that, when you see people that owe you money and owe you apology on these platforms, you know what I'm saying these things, why not? You know what I'm saying? Because you got your own platform, you got your own station, your own mics, your own cameras. Why not be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Why not kill him on the mic? You know what I'm saying?
I can. I can kill them on and then be right. Um, my wife keeps me grounded though.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps me grounded to the extent she just don't worry about it.
Yeah, they that's
But sometimes you gotta let mother know that you know. I just want to let you know that I know.
yeah. You can't let losers rewrite history. I'm sure.
That's what Cat Williams said.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what,
Unfair. Like we don't get a chance to the winners. We don't get a chance to say, "Hey, this is unfair." No, you're not finna rewrite. No, that's not finna happen. Not on my watch. That's crazy. Like it's crazy to me. Like it's crazy. Like I said, people will steal from you, and it's crazy.
and I'm glad you brought up your rib again because I want to ask you. So after the 10-year script that ain't work out, so I'm assuming the situation with the X didn't work out. The situation with the film didn't work out. How do we get, you know what I'm saying, Lady Fluent? Cause I see, you know what I'm saying, she plays a big role in the day to days. I see her, you know what I'm saying, on the social medias. You say you let us know how she created the website. So how do you guys become, you know what I'm saying, not only just a couple, but a couple in business, you know what I'm saying?
Because communication, good, bad, or indifferent.
Was the business relationship first or the relationship first?
I had Fluent Radio before she even came.
Okay.
I had Fluent Radio. I just didn't own Fluent Radio. I had Fluent Radio before she came. We met, and this is the ill part. When she met, I knew a lot of people that was in that movie. I already knew. I already knew. She came last. She came last, and she became my publicist. And because we were just dating, whatever. I don't know where this gonna go, type shit, right? She became like a publicist, and then she just doing little drops here and there. It wasn't even drops. It was more like flyers, video flyers. And then that led to her becoming owner. She didn't get owner because she's my wife. She got owner is because she started from here and now she's here. Everyone had that choice. Like everyone had that choice to start from here to here. She just worked harder. But from the naked eye, oh, that's the wife. Of course she's going to be the owner. No, she don't even have to be a part of it. She don't want to. No, she worked her ass up there.
From what it sounds like at the beginning, it sounded like it was like it was like family thing. You know what I'm saying? And now, is it strictly business now, or do you still want try to build that family thing?
Certain people I can build with. I'm never gonna let them know is it like Reese came. It was like, okay, it's an energy thing with me, man. It's an energy thing, me, and I'm not even mad when I talk this shit. I'm not even mad. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is, bro. It's real. It sucks. It really, 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 really sucks because people don't see what they have. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the opportunities. You don't see it. and then you want everything to be New York minute. Everybody wants to get paid right away. Why can't we work first and then get paid? You do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You give a company 80 hours every 2 weeks, and you
Mm-hmm.
wait that that last day on the 14th day, you get paid. What's
Mm-hmm.
the problem with doing? They
Facts.
just see me. They see me, and I'm gonna floss a little bit, y'all. They see you with emeralds, and then they see you with the Audemars.
Mm-hmm.
Now you feel you should be getting paid. You know what I mean? Interviews I have to do. You know what I'm saying? So
What you know what I'm saying did and now you know what I'm saying now you know what I'm saying we got the station, you got the building. Um, what made you know what I'm saying invest in the property? You know what I'm saying, was that always a part of the mission, or did that come out of necessity? Like,
all of it is necessity. There's power in ownership.
mm-hmm.
Own your shit, everything. Your likeliness, everything. Own it. Own everything. The way you did, like everything,
Mm-hmm.
everything. When I give you some, give everybody some advice too. When people come up to you and say, "There's enough money out here for everybody," it's not. It's
You
not.
stay saying things I ain't never heard before.
It's
Boom,
not.
on it.
You know what? Somebody created that bullshit to keep us here. Somebody created that bullshit like, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow" type shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough money out here for everybody, man. Everybody can eat. Not off my plate.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't in this circle, ain't no. That shit dead.
Mm-hmm.
See, that keeps people. That's that confident shit, bro. Where people make up these bullshit. Let me put this shit in the air. Let me put it in the atmosphere. Let me put it in the. That's that bullshit that keeps people at a certain place
Mm-hmm.
instead of getting up there and getting it. You're laying in the bed. I'm putting the atmosphere to Jesus that we just going no, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not enough. If it was enough money for everybody, everybody would be paid.
Mm-hmm. Do you, when you see these people that you kind of spoke on earlier who don't know the difference between radio and a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them that you probably that you know personally, people that's been up here, when you see this person that's on Facebook, so and so radio, do you look at that as competition? Is it a joke to you? What is your response when you see these, you know what I'm saying, these other platforms who may not uh be even know who they are?
If you are paying somebody to be on somebody else's bigger platform, then no, that's no competition to me. If you don't own your own station, that's not competition to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to, the biggest interview that we've done was 100,000 views, like 106,000. Beat that, then we'll talk.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that shit. You have to outwork me, and it's only two of us. Some niggas have a whole crew,
Mm-hmm.
and you can. No, I'm good. No, because like that's why I said people are sticking with this independent thing. They're sticking with it, and like it's no shade because it's easy, but go the road less traveled. Start owning some of your. When you start owning your some of shit, then we'll have a conversation. But until then, man, you stay over there with everybody else, and I'll be over here. That's all.
with with the knowledge you got in the game, with the people you've known in the game, are there any alliances with any of these platforms throughout the city? And if so, who that we might know of?
Ether. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Ether. I can work with Ether. Cause me and him, we had a disagreement, but it wasn't a disagreement. I think I may have said some awkward shit to him, and shit just got awkward. But me and Ether can work together because he produces and he's a good ass fucking producer. I could work with Felice. Felice has been to our studio at least once or twice. Not to my show particularly, but she's been there. There's a few people that I can work with, but there's a lot of people I'm like I'm straight,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
Because what can you teach me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that on some cocky shit. Just what can you teach me?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You're gonna waste my time.
Have you been reached out to by some of these?
Hell, bro.
What is it? No response? Is it get your weight up and come back at me?
Bro, no, it's not even that. It's some people who will reach out and be kissing my ass on the phone, and then see me in person, act like we ain't never had that conversation before. What did Cat Williams say? Hollywood's number one job is to act like it didn't exist.
What? So with that being said, how do you choose on when to come out or what to align your name with, or you know what I'm saying, as far as promotion and being outside and things like that?
It's an energy thing, man. Like me and you, like even though this is our first time meeting, now that I think about it, it's crazy, and the energy is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like I could like I could rock with him before I met him. I'm definitely can fuck with him. Like going forward or whatever. We was having a short conversation on the way, you know.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why I say, like, for me, it's really a meeting, shaking your hand, and looking you out type thing. Cause, like I said, I meet new people every week doing this. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they do this and do that and say this and say that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's different when you sit down with a person and really chop it up. What what is some signs, you know what I'm saying, for people who may be getting into this, who may be watching and listening? What's some signs for somebody who may be thinking about taking their radio, they show or something to a radio station that they should be aware of, as far as, you know what I'm saying, getting with a station?
Make sure if you're going to do that, like know the business a little bit. Know the business a little bit because you can make some money doing this. You just got to know how to bid. Relationships are key. Relationships. Keep those in your back pocket. Always, always, always. And don't let nobody play you for a sucker, man. Trust me, I know. So
What is the goal, the overall goal for Fluent Radio,
uh
or the mission? Whatever.
the mission is to change black media. It's always been that. The mission is always, I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing the mission. Is to change black media.
What more specifically about black media do you like? I know you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, we need gatekeepers, and I want you to touch on that before you leave.
Yeah.
What does a gatekeeper look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, who determines who gets to be the gatekeepers in the first place?
I think you become a gatekeeper by like accident. Because if you one of those people, if don't shit move, if you control some shit, you are a gatekeeper. If you can control some shit and shut some shit down, you are a gatekeeper. You may not mean to do it, but people have called me that, right?
Th-
They've called me a gatekeeper. And I haven't ran from it. Okay, I'll be that.
See, I notice it's gatekeeping, but I notice it's like a age thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like an age, and it's like a disconnect between ages, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's another reason why I fuck with you, cause it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, it ain't, I feel like I don't get judged, you know what I'm saying, my content, you know what I'm saying, you don't say nothing about the episodes that I do, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like like I got in this around COVID, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's like a older crowd, and it's like a younger crowd, and I still feel like it's like platforms in the city. And I'll just say it like My Radio Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they don't really connect with like the younger
Right.
the younger demographic. And I just feel like that's like the gatekeeping that we got in the media and the music. I feel like it's the older people who got like the resources, the equipment, and all that. And I feel like we got the young people with the talent, and they may not have all the enthusiasm and the work to do it, but they need that little motivation. But I just think it's a big disconnect. And I think if we get that connection, I think media and the city will be a lot better. And we got a lot of media exploiting the talent. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a lot of that. I heard a lot of like even the award shows, like everybody click up, and that's nothing.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. Yeah.
A lot of people click up and all this other stuff. I heard all this stuff. It was
Yeah.
it's like this is why I don't want to be.
Yeah,
is
for sure.
why.
For sure. So the war show, so last year I went on none of the licks, and I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way because
Yeah.
I'll be out work and I'm a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I see Fluent on Instagram. If I see it, you know what I'm saying. I like it. I share it. You know what I'm saying. If I see it, I see who working.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. So when I see all these people, I'm like, who is these? And even people I see and I'm familiar with their content, but they
Yeah,
don't
master
drop
too.
on a weekly
Yeah,
basis.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The quality, all that, all that is not adding up. You know what I'm saying? So this year was like, if I don't win nothing this year, I know it's fake. But I still, you know what I'm saying, I was nominated by people that I was close to, but I still feel like to have an authentic award show, you have to have a research team to research these categories. Like, stop letting people nominate themselves or their friends nominate them, because that's a popularity contest at that point.
You know what happens with that? What happens is, like you said, that research team. You need a research team that's going to research all of throughout the whole year. That's how award shows are made from the time the last award show all the way up until maybe like a month or two before the next award show. You're supposed to see who's doing what, how they're doing it, right? And then if you get in there and you put nominate myself, and then all of a sudden you see your name on there that says that wasn't like the research team is the one that needs to say Fluent Radio or 290 podcast is nominated for XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I went in there and I got 60 different phones,
Right, exactly.
you know what I'm saying? If I know 60 people and told them to do this right here, it's not natural.
Or even if 60 people did tell them to do it, your research team is supposed to go on them links, go on them YouTube, type in on all the platforms, see what's going on. That's what it is. It was a lot of people up there that was like, you know what I'm saying, it didn't add up, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I felt like if I ain't win, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it was rigged, you know what I'm saying?
The first time we felt like that, but then I looked around. I said, yeah, all right. And then that was the last time we went.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm not mad.
When you looked around, what'd you see?
When I looked around, I saw. I was like, oh, I got to beat all these people. And and in my mind, I was like, I already beat you.
That's how it was. That's how I was.
In my mind, I already beat you, but whatever.
Yeah.
And you kind of keep it moving. Soon as they said, that we didn't win, it was somebody else that won, and hats off that you won. It was somebody else that won, but then you started after me. How is that possible? That means your numbers have to be so crazy for you to start 2 years after me to beat me.
It's like the research team, just like how the like with the BET Awards, it's like an upward that Sexy Red and win Best New Artist, but the person she lost to, streams is killing her. It's killing Sexy Red, you know what I'm saying? But they research team know that. That's why Sexy Red ain't win. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing they gotta change about these award shows. These self nominations, that's basically a popularity
This
contest.
is why we need gatekeepers.
Do we need gatekeepers, or is that common sense, brother?
That too is both. You need a gatekeeper that got common sense.
I think with these award shows, I think people is liking and I think if your heart in the right place, it's a great idea. If your heart's in the right place, just doing an award show for the city, that's dope as hell. Like
Right.
it was dope. The 312 awards, the venue was dope, nice stage.
Good idea.
Comedian for the host, it was a dope idea. You know what I'm saying? But everything can use some critique and constructive criticism. And if they
So do like I did, bro. Like, okay, I can't get no love here. I can get it somewhere else. And then there are other award shows that are in different cities, different states that will show your shit love. Anytime that comes my way, man, I'm gonna tag your ass.
Facts for sure, and I believe that. But my thing is the way my show set up and what I do for my community, and the way it's an open door policy for all my upcoming artists and my young brothers and sisters. It better not be no Chicago nothing without me on it. That can't be real. That's just how I feel. So you can't say you 312-773. Even if I don't win, that's cool. But you can't not. That's
You can't say
impossible.
312 without saying 290.
Right. You can't.
There's certain things you just you can't say media and radio and not say Fluent Radio.
Facts. And now, if you just don't got a podcast category, that's cool. I respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I see it too. I
But
feel like you just that's not possible.
mhm.
It's humanly not possible, especially with some of the interviews that we've gotten. It's humanly not possible.
that was my whole beefs with the whole award things.
But like I said, anytime that something comes across, I'm gonna say, yo, hey, check this out.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We locked in, man. We locked in. So before I get you up out of here, man,
Yeah.
I want to know moving forward, when you sit back and it's said and done, you know what I'm saying? What does a accomplishment look like to you? Like accomplishing your goals. What does it look like? Is it a big ABC type studio? Is it a you know what I'm saying? Is it
I don't know. Because we're in a bigger studio now. I haven't really sat back and thought about it. I just don't want to have a ceiling.
mm,
Um, and I think I've been doing pretty good. When you start recognizing people's ceilings, then you need to move somewhere else, right?
mm-hmm.
And get inspired by something else. And I don't know if I never sat back and I actually really thought about like the end game for an accomplishment or whatever. I never sat and thought about it. I just always been like this is what I love. I love to do this and this and that, regardless who likes it, who don't like it, and then just whatever the case is. When I meet that accomplishment, I'll let or even think about it. I'll let you know.
Facts.
Then I come back and answer that.
All right, bet. Let me ask you this then. We talked about the big interviews, the big paychecks, the big watches. What is the highlight of your career up to this point? What's your personal best interview, your personal best event, your personal best connection, your personal best syndicated show, your personal
Right
highlight?
now, as of last week, was interviewing one of the owners of Fubu.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even dropped that interview yet.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Is it?
Interview, and then now well, I ain't gonna say that on
Mm-hmm.
camera. We'll talk about it when.
There you go.
But
Mm-hmm.
but that's right now. That's like the biggest. Yeah,
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Dream interview. What's your dream interview? Unlimited budget. Any time of day, any location. Dream interview. Who was dead or alive?
um, yeah. Of course, Mike Jack, Jay-Z, Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that's like top tier. Yeah,
Give me your worst interview that you done up to date.
Mickey Howard.
And why was it?
Because I think she was intoxicated.
What did she do?
She was
You
just.
sound like a
It
politician.
was weird. It was weird. She was intoxicated.
What's her profession?
She's a singer.
Okay.
It's probably my worst.
Mhm.
It's just kind of. I was. All right, let's get ready to wrap this up. It was really like 10 minutes into the interview. It was supposed to be like maybe 30. Let's wrap this up.
What was your most interview? What was like your most shocking interview? Like I had interviews where I wasn't even feeling it. I didn't even feel like doing an interview, and a person came up and we end up talking for hours. Like
Ooh, wait. I don't know if I have. The I was feeling the Kadeem Hardison. I was feeling that interview, and it was dope as hell talking to him. I ain't had an interview like that yet.
okay,
Like yeah,
any interview that you ever wanted to walk out of?
Mickey Howard.
Oh, just walk out of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was whack.
Any interview that you canceled once um learning more about the person personally.
No, I haven't canceled any interviews.
Okay.
I've always took them.
Is a guest views or values taken into consideration when determining the guest?
No, because I like to play devil's advocate too much. So nah.
Mhm.
Like I said, we just ain't finna be on no. I'm finna, you know, do something to somebody. We ain't on that. So
For sure, for sure. I ain't gonna take too much more of your time.
it's all
Man.
good, man. I enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, man, you gotta slide. We finna have
part two, man.
we finna get this Vlad and Boosie thing going. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we gonna slide. We gonna have these conversations about the industry. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta go into to these the radio versus podcast. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild, bro. It's and I don't tell you enough to keep doing your thing and don't ever be afraid of your price point. Your price points are your price point.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even stunt. I was ready to pay for whatever the interview was. Come up
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
It's just one of those things. It's like I get it,
Mhm.
like I get it, and we definitely got to do more work together. Is because if people can't see the value in this, in what you do, okay, then
Mhm.
all right, let's do something else for him.
Mhm.
Let's do something else, and then create a different type of wave because yeah, like I said, it's easy. I can get you in New York
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. And we gonna talk about some shit off camera, man. Cause I
Yeah,
definitely it's some definitely some shit. You know what I'm saying that
yeah, man.
that I've definitely got ideas for and want to look into. But is you can't share everything with the world. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. My line is open to you all the time,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Just hit me up, text, hey Mel, XYZ. Okay,
Oh yeah, man. We locked in, man, for
yeah,
sure, man.
appreciate you, bro.
Before you get up out of here, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can listen to all these dope ass shows, where they could possibly get a audition. You know what I'm saying for some to be on part of the team, man. All that good shit.
Yeah, so y'all can reach me on Instagram, on IG or Facebook at Fluent Radio, or on my personal page is Mr. Fluent on Facebook. You probably get a better response. I don't control my Facebook or my Instagram, but you probably get a better response on Instagram. We on TikTok as well at Fluent Radio. Hell, SoundCloud at Fluent Radio, YouTube is the new Fluent Radio. All the different things. If y'all ever want to, if you need anything or whatever the case is, interview, whatever, just hit us up. No, I don't bargain on the prices. No, the price is the price. And yeah, I look forward to talking with everyone. And yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Like I said, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. In a minute,
Man.
gang.